There we go.
My brother.
My guy, he's back.
How you doing
He's
today, boss?
he's back. I'm
He's
good.
back. He made it in.
Hey man, Easy has returned. The world is back in order.
It's all well. How you been, brother?
Man, life is life, man. Another
I hear
day.
that. I hear that, brother. We made it to the summertime.
Oh yeah, for you. Summertime
I
don't
be
stop.
forgetting. I be
Yeah,
forgetting it's not for everybody.
yeah,
I be forgetting for some people it ain't shit, but mean it get hot.
yeah. That's all it means. It's real hot. Time to find a pool. Places with
Yeah, I
AC.
think I know you be in the gym. I ain't get my summer body ready, so I'll be at the pool, not in, but at.
I,
You
I
know what I'm
do
saying?
I do be at the pool
What you
regardless
say?
of
Not but not in.
regardless. Yeah, not in
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
I do be at the
Okay.
pool. And the gym, nigga, you ain't been seeing my story. My trainer been on my ass. Even
Bro,
yeah.
but you
Every
already
time I
you already
post something
farther
about the gym,
you
he
further
be on.
along than me. You further along than me, brother. I don't even have a trainer to even be
Yeah.
on my ass. The last trainer I
Yeah.
had was the last trainer we had as a unit, brother. Hey, we had a students versus teacher basketball game the other day at my job.
Mhm.
Boy, I went up that court 2 times, went up and down 2 times. Boy, I was finna die. I said, bro, nah,
Oh, yeah, it's cooked.
it's over. These
No,
days are over. These days long gone.
no.
Long gone, brother. I'm meant to just talk about sports now. I'm not meant to play them no more. We might have
No,
to officially retire after the way I looked last time I
no,
was out there. Oh, that's
no.
your
I
real.
think no. I got us. You got to get back in the gym though, because
It's going. You gonna have us because it
no,
ain't
but
me.
you gotta get back in because we gotta host these tournaments and do more than host.
Oh. Now when my name on the line, I'm gonna suit up and I'm gonna boot up.
Okay.
But you know that's when something on the line. If ain't nothing on the line, then I ain't no good. I
So you
wouldn't lie to
telling
you.
me we need to get one of them, what they call them, a ringer? We need to get a ringer until about the finals because you only
Yes,
got one game in you.
I got one, dude. But I got a hell of a game for you though. I only got one, but I can give you one game. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna go out there and half-ass diving
Okay.
on the floor outside. I get like that. It
No,
get like that.
no.
It
Okay,
get like that.
no, you got that
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
it get like
I
that.
ain't never got that for you.
But
I
I
just
got
want
one
you to
game, 2 to 12.
to 12. Okay, I can take
Yeah, we're
12.
not making it to
Only
15.
yeah, no, only first game 15. We got it.
Yeah, after that, nigga, we really play the 7 if y'all want to.
7, nigga. Oh God,
We
nigga.
can really play the 7 if y'all want to.
All right, man. Speaking of games, there may be some guys who never coach no games ever again.
Right.
Um, unfortunately. So as the resident Lakers fan on the show, who
The, the,
are you feeling as the
and,
new
and
Lakers
and
coach?
wait. Not to cut you off, but
Uh-huh.
I want this to be clear. I want this to be clear. I'm a Laker fan. I'm not one of these LeBron fans
No,
who
100%.
are yeah. You feel
No,
me?
you've
Because
been
we got a
down,
lot
been
of that.
down.
We got a
Crenshaw
lot of
tatted on the
that.
leg. No,
I
been
really
down.
wish JC was in here because I saw JC posted one of the memes where it was a Lakers fan like sleeping in bed like peacefully because Jokic
Mhm.
lost. I
Right.
wanted to tell his ass, delete this, find a picture that just say LeBron on the jersey. Because see, I remember arguing with him a long time ago about the Lakers and how he was so disrespectful. You know
Uh-oh.
what I'm saying? He was so disrespectful towards the Lakers back in the day that
Mm.
I don't really even like seeing him support purple and gold. You feel what I'm saying? And
You can't have a
I
change of
hate that.
heart. You
Yeah,
can't.
I hate the fact that I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him about this on this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that has bothered me. JC, I argue with JC about sports more than anybody, probably period, when we was in like middle school, beginning of high school. So I remember. So now that I see him, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That's
saying? I just had to say that. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead and continue
you
your question,
good.
brother.
You good. That's
I'm
probably a
sorry.
beautiful argument. And since you've been gone, man, I've been filling in on their show. And
Yeah, I
I had
seen.
yeah, and I had them on ours couple days ago. So now that you back, man, it's
it's December 2.
it's gonna
We
be that
talking.
action. Oh yeah,
we
we're gonna
talking.
get that
We're
action.
talking.
No,
We're
for
talking.
sure, for sure.
We're talking. So go. My bad,
Alright.
brother. What was the question? I'm sorry.
So as the resident and been down, stay down, 10 toes, Lakers fan,
Right.
who do you think should be the next coach? Like, who you feeling? I know they got JJ Redick is of course the leading name. Then you got like James Borrego. He was the coach in Charlotte, but he got like a 44 win percentage. I think he only coached 1 year though.
Yeah. Well. So not to cut you off, but so the two people that you said so far, the guy from Charlotte. I mean, what are you getting from him that you're not getting from what you already had that you've seen? You see what I'm saying? So like, it's like you haven't seen anything impressed. Not, I won't say that he's a bad coach. Not like he had much to work with in Charlotte. So I can't say that he's a bad coach. But what I can say is he ain't did a damn thing yet. For you to have moved on from Darwin or I always want to call him Darwin. But to move on from Darvin Ham, I mean, you got to either take a risk. Like I feel like JJ Redick is a risk, but to an extent, I like the risk because I think he's very personable. I think that he and Bron mesh well. I think, which is, I mean, obviously extremely important for the Lakers right now moving forward. But at the end of the day, we have not seen him coach. Now, does that mean that you can't coach? It does not mean that. You know what I mean? So I think if we're gonna do anything, I would prefer the high risk, high reward choice more so than Charlotte. Because honest to God, if you really was to ask me, I'm ready for this whole LeBron AD era of the Lakers to be over. So whatever really gets me there the quickest. Either and that's just the God honest truth. Whatever gets me there the quickest is really my full answer. But I would prefer JJ Redick out of the options that's been stated for sure.
So going back to your high risk, high reward scenario, where's the high reward unless you feel like some of the Lakers people feel like you're getting the Pat Riley effect? Even though Pat Riley was an assistant on a championship team and was in the video room and all of that, like he had done way more than JJ Redick had already done in the NBA as far as coaching and assisting.
Right.
But I don't see the high reward. I guess. I mean, I think the reward is just as big as the bust potential.
Well, that's what I mean. High risk, high reward. Well, first of all, I think that the Pat Riley remark that they tried to put out there is crazy. I don't know how you can say that. I can get it if you mean as far as like maybe his energy that he brings forth. Right. You know what I mean? I think that JJ Redick is a good basketball mind, and I do think he'll be a good player coach. Like you have to think of guys like Jason Kidd, Chauncey Billups. When I think about those type of guys, so I think that Pat.
But then you got guys like Nash. I'm gonna just throw that in there before you go. You got guys like Nash too, who had the guys and still couldn't.
Now I'm gonna throw you another one, Steve Kerr. If I do remember correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't have a way to research this right now, so I do apologize if I'm wrong. But wasn't Steve Kerr wasn't the Warriors his first job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. So like there is a lot of success. I guess white shooters seem to do well as coaches. So, I mean, if there's anybody I'm just willing to risk, I'm willing to risk it with JJ because I feel like out of everybody, I think that he'll bring like the most new approach to it. There's no, I would rather something brand new and let's see how this works over something that we've seen before that maybe didn't work out with a different group of people.
Okay. I'm feeling it. So.
But more than anything, I'm sorry to cut you off again, but more than anything, I do think regardless of who we hire, I think we're going nowhere fast as hell. So that's really why I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah, I was getting to that. How you said you're ready for the LeBron and AD era. That was the more surprising thing to me. I don't think it's going to be a end of the LeBron and AD era. I think it's going to be a LeBron's getting out of here because he owed. Let's get a star with AD and try to keep this rolling.
And so when I say LeBron and AD era, I mean them as a tangent. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that as a tangent. And it's not even so much, bro. Bron ain't did nothing wrong to me as the Lakers. Like in the Lakers, like he didn't got us a finals. Right. But I just for one, I think the fact that I am the biggest, I'm Kobe. I was a Kobe fan all my life. Like having to share this floor with LeBron fans has not been good for my love of the game. I actually don't watch very much Laker basketball anymore because of that. So once we kind of got that, I like homegrown. I like homegrown. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the Lakers before this era, even though we weren't really winning. I like homegrown. I like being able to like really grow with the player. The fact that I hated LeBron and he joined my team and I was forced to kind of threw me off. So
I feel it. I feel it. All right. I guess we'll figure that out shortly, I would think. I don't
yeah.
know. I would think before Team USA start, they might have their
Hmm.
coach. I would think so. And I think my take on that, I think JJ Redick has the backing though to get it
Hmm.
figured out, even if not like he got Coach K on the hotline, bro. Speed dial, Coach K, Shane Battier, guys like that. You know what I'm saying? He got the tools if he really, really need it. Like
Podcast with LeBron.
yeah, he's
I think that's the
already
biggest
doing it.
tool.
That's a huge tool, but I think that's also what kind of like scares people a little bit because it's like, are you gonna be able to go from hey LeBron, what do you think to hey LeBron, do this? You know what I'm saying? And is he gonna be like, nigga, who I know who you are, but like, who are you?
Yeah.
And like to tell me what to do. Like, I don't know. Maybe it work out. Maybe it
I
don't.
feel like I
But
feel like that's an issue with any young coach though. Because
mhm,
I don't know if you remember that story when they talked about Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett going to the Nets when Jason Kidd was there. And he
right?
said they walked in, they all hooped with Jason. And they played
Yeah,
on, if I'm not mistaken, they played on the KG played on the Olympic team with him and everything. So he walked in and Jason Kidd told all they asked to get on the line. They said Paul Pierce and KG looked like us too. Like, hold
yeah.
on, bro.
That's
We finna be 40. You talking about get on the line to do
on
suicide.
the
So
line.
I think that it's really a matter. I do think that you gotta have a partnership between LeBron's not 22 or 23 anymore. You know what I mean?
Right,
So I think the
right.
fact that he's so old, like you have any coach has to respect what he brings forward. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, regardless of whether you've been coaching for a long time or a short time, he's been in the league over 20 years.
Yeah,
Like, so you got it to me to an extent, you got to value the opinion of somebody like that. I mean, and we're talking about the top three player of all time, undoubtedly. So, like, regardless of who it is in there, you're not going to just go tell LeBron what to do, regardless of who you are. His opinion will definitely matter.
yeah. But I always go back to this one example. Give me the board. Give me the damn board. You know how disrespectful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told JC that because he started coaching. It was like, and you coach too. It's like, bro, you know how disrespectful that is. Give me the board. Give me the damn board.
He,
What? It's
he's
a,
had
it's
that
a
problem with
person.
every coach, though.
Yeah, I
Every
don't. I
coach.
don't buy into the coach killer narrative though. I say that. I don't.
I mean, every good player is a coach killer to an extent, but you talking about a guy that tried to get Spo fired.
He did try that, but it was for Pat Riley. I guess he wanted that. You did it before. You fired a coach and went and coached yourself before. Let's do it again. But
But you see, but like you got to think like, okay, let's say they listen to Braun.
uh,
Let's say if they did listen to Braun, you didn't fire a guy that to me that's probably the best coach of our generation, like the best younger coach. Like let's
yeah,
disregard Phil Jackson. We're not talking about Pop. I'm talking
right.
about this era of coaches, the coaches that'll be coaching for the future. So you
I,
know,
I feel you. I feel you. But speaking of LeBron, his former team, they also fired their coach. Now, I don't really know who they have in mind as the next head coach, but we can more so talk about. Do you think JB Bickerstaff, Is Bicker with a B?
I think it's Vicker. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Vicker.
JV Bickerstaff.
Right.
Do you think he was wrongfully fired? Do you think?
I do think that I think Cleveland has multiple issues. I think they have a problem where it seems like nobody wants to be there, which is one.
It's Cleveland.
Um, it's Cleveland. It is Cleveland.
Okay.
And then the reports of the reason why he was fired to me was kind of crazy. I don't want to just say that that's all the way true, but if that is true, like, damn, you doing your job to the point where you got fired, like, and that's kind of how I read it. Like, that's
What
kind of
did
how I read
what
it.
did you see? The one like even JC just sent to me. He was too hands on and wanted to be in control of everything at practice and shoot arounds.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I seen.
that's what you saw. I
But
don't.
but see, my thing is though, I I don't understand who could be saying that on that team. It's not like they're an old team like the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Where you got Bron and you got all these guys who have actually done something, won something, um, and have something really like can sit there and say, "Nah, I'm not doing that." You know why he can say that? Because he just won something. He's won something as the best player. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that Cleveland team, get y'all ass in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's really about what it boiled down to me.
Yeah.
So, but you know, obviously reports can be false because I seen that they tried to say something about Donovan Mitchell having a problem with his teammates or something like that. Donovan Mitchell quoted it and said, "That's cap. Stop the
Yeah.
cap." But you know, they could be capping about saying that they cap. You never know. You
Yeah,
really
but
never
one of
know.
the
So
I don't know which Morris twin they got for the playoff run. But he was on the Sham show. I don't know what it is. I don't know the name of it. Sorry. But he was just doing an interview on there, and he was basically like, I only came with like 12 games left, but like being around the stuff I had been around in the past, you could tell like the writing was on the wall. He's like, you could tell by the way they responded to anything he said to them. They're
right.
just like, nigga, I don't think they fucking with you. But I don't think it was nothing X's and O's. I think it was all shit, I guess personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to be around you, bro. You make it a difficult work environment if nobody want to be around you. Like,
And well, at that point, no, he's not wrongfully fired. I don't care how good of a coach you are. If nobody wants to be around you, then you lost your team. Like,
right.
so like that's kind of almost the thing I tell people. Like, you can be as right as you want to be. You can be as right as you want to be, right? But if you're not delivering it correctly, then you're wrong. You feel me? So I definitely think that if because I never seen that. I'm glad you told me that. I never heard that. So if you lost the locker room, then you're gone. I mean, it really is just that simple.
Pretty much, real quick. Yes, TJ. You know,
Shout
some love.
out to you, my brother.
You know, show love to the people that show love to us, real quick.
Come on now.
But no, I feel you. That's a hard sell to anybody, though. That's a hard sell to anybody, bro. We don't like being around you, bro. The thing we come to do to get peace, you're making it not peaceful.
Peaceful, right?
So I could respect it. If that's the reason, then that's the reason.
That's the reason, yeah. 100%.
But like saying he had too much control over shoot arounds and practices, nigga, that's his job. I don't. That's quite literally his job is to create.
That'd be like me getting fired for giving homework and tests.
Yeah, like it don't, nigga. That's what he's supposed to do.
Wait.
And then critiquing you when you're wrong. No, 2 + 2 is not 5, nigga. Let me show you how to get to 4.
Right.
I don't agree.
Right. So we on the same page with that one, 100%.
Yeah. So on to, man, this all kind of coincides with LeBron James, man. On to his son. You know,
right?
There's a lot of talk about Bronny's draft stock, and I think he hasn't officially confirmed, but they said he's leaning towards staying in the draft, which I think he'll do.
Man, got the money to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you think he'll be a first rounder? He was not graded as a first rounder for a while, but he's had an impressive combine and had a hell of a workout for the Lakers. You guys, Phoenix is working him out today. You know, how you feeling?
No. And
so
what I want to say is, I'm not going to join the slander way because, bro, to sit there and say he can't, he's good at basketball. Like, he's a good basketball player. We're talking about NBA first round. We're talking about like the top 0.01% of the world. I don't see it. I read a couple reports too. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. We not talking lottery though, because we know everything after the lottery be a lot of times we.
I personally don't think he might not get drafted, in my opinion. I was reading these things. I was watching this. I can't remember who reported it. I want to say maybe Haynes. No, not Haynes. No, Mark Spears. Mark Spears had put out a report that 2 scouts had said from, I guess they had during the scrimmages in the combine. And it was just a lot of good things. It said, all right, undersized. He's not really a 1.
Right.
And he's an extremely undersized 2.
Mm-hmm.
That did not shoot the 3 ball. See, for whatever reason, there's this myth about him having this effective 3 ball. He doesn't have one. Well, he might have had one in high school. He didn't display it in college, and he didn't display it at the combine. He shot, if I'm not mistaken, 2 for 11 in the 2 games that he played. right? So he's not. Then if you're an undersized two, you got to be able to knock the ball. You got to be able to knock your shot down,
Mhm.
right? So that struggles to create his own shot. Not not a knockdown 3-point shooter. They said his strength is supposed to be perimeter defense, but every single person that he guarded scored on him within the combine. So they were saying like it's a couple different issues that he has within his game. I think the biggest problem though is two things. He's small, but he does not have the ball handling to be able to lead the offense, and he does not have the 3-point shooting to be able to play the off guard position.
Ye-
So
I
that's
agree. I
what
agree with those two things.
so
But
that's what throws me off. I don't know what are people seeing like, and I hate to say it like this because I definitely like I don't want to make it sound like he's not good at basketball because he's good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I seen that too. Rich Paul said he's not signing a two-way. But the reason why he had to say that was because it's looking like he's not going to get drafted. So I don't know what people are looking. Nobody has done less than what he's done and got drafted in the first round. Nobody.
I
You know
feel
what I
you.
mean?
No. I feel what you're saying, but I think it's more so. I ain't even gonna say it's more so. So I think Bronny is good at basketball, like we said, like you
Right.
said.
100%.
He's
100%.
good at basketball. I think the 3-point thing that is, man. I think he's better than you give him credit for. Because then, even in totality, only saw the second scrimmage, but he played 20 minutes. It's like if he gets some real burn, constant burn, I think that'll just become a thing because he shows he has the
I,
range to shoot from there.
well,
He
I
can
think
consistently do that.
range and consistency are two different things. See, what we can't do is we can't sit here and be like, oh, we saw him shoot a lot of threes in high school. You know who else we saw shoot threes in high school? Ben
Mhm.
Simmons. It has to translate.
I don't know if
We
I ever
haven't
saw
seen it.
that.
We
I
haven't.
don't know
Oh,
if I
it's
ever
on
saw
there.
that.
Watch that tape. Watch
Look,
that
if I
tape.
ever saw that.
Watch that tape.
Uh, yeah.
Watch that tape. Ben Simmons was shooting threes in high school. That doesn't mean he was a good 3-point shooter. And I ain't saying that he's a 3-point shooter that Ben Simmons was. But what I'm saying is if you're going to be an undersized two, you need to be shooting like JJ Redick. You don't need to be a guy who has a pretty good three ball. It needs to be a great three ball.
I
You
feel
see what
you.
I'm saying?
I feel you. And I think you make great points, and I can't really argue none of your points. But I will say I think the what is his real name? LeBron James Jr. Nigga,
Yeah.
somebody's going to take that chance on him. He's not gonna go undrafted. If you telling me a
He ain't
fat,
going first.
and I know he's 6'10", but you tell me a fat white kid from Serbia got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial and he gonna win 3 MVPs, and you take a chance. You know what I'm saying? You took a chance on that.
Yes.
I think somebody's gonna take a chance on him now. First
What
round to
what what
answer the
what
question specifically, no, but I think somebody will take that chance on him for sure, without a
but
doubt.
I personally don't think that Bronny has showed anybody absolutely anything in terms of what the games that he's actually played that he is a first rounder. Because like what Tita just said, the excuse that his game doesn't go well in college but does in the league is shit. I agree 100%. Because what you're gonna be in the league is a role player. You couldn't even excel in your
100%.
role player role in college. So I'm confused as to and this is just I, I I would like for him to go back to college, work on his ball handling more than anything, and then come back. I just don't think. I'm speaking as today. I do think if he was to go to college for 3-4 years and then come out, I think he'll be a hell of a role player.
Yeah.
But I think right now he's a underdeveloped role. Who comes out their freshman year to just really come out and be a role player
No, nobody.
at the guard position?
No, nobody at all.
Nobody.
But I think okay. So going back to college, I think his I don't think it's a point of going back, but I also think in college he was in a bad situation for his style of play. Let me say that. So like he's playing with the number one guard in the country. He had Isaiah Collier. He's trying to get drafted himself. He's a first rounder. You know what I'm saying? He trying to show he can do what he got to do. He playing with Boogie Ellis. He went to Duke, and he also was. I think he was a McDonald's All American too. He trying to get drafted his damn self. So you playing what the third guard, and you 6'2". Y'all all 6'2".
I
You
can't.
get three
I,
guards at
I,
6'2", and
I,
he didn't have a chance to get off, in my opinion.
I
Like
can't
you don't
hear that
really have
because
no
Devin
chance
Booker
to get
went
off.
first round. I can't hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he came off the bench too. So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
starting, but I'm
Exactly.
saying
And
he
he got
started.
off. And
I'm
he
just
got
saying.
off.
I'm just saying that
That's what I'm saying. But that's my point. You don't
wasn't
have
his
to be in the
role,
most. You don't
and
have
he
to be in the
came
most
back.
ideal. You don't have to be in the most ideal situation. When on Devin Booker's Kentucky team, he wasn't the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or he was the sixth option. But when it's what you do with what you're presenting. You see what I'm saying? So like, was he
But
in the best? Was he in the best? So okay,
because Devin Booker is a starter.
Bronny.
We always knew that. Like Devin Booker is a starter, bro. I think, and that was a Cal thing for the betterment of this team. Let's put D Book on the bench. Like he could have been a starter on that team.
That's what I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm
But
saying? Like,
he wasn't a first or second or third option though. Is what I'm saying. So at the same time, you have to make do with what you have. You see what I'm saying? What is there going to be the difference in his role when he go play for whatever team in the NBA?
I agree with what you're saying. If you get 7 minutes, nigga, I need the best 7 minutes you ever got. I feel you on that.
I mean,
But
I just mean like
think
it's not how
trying to
sports
stay
work.
home. I think he made a bad decision in college too, because I don't think, even though he missed a few games with the cardiac arrest thing, I think, man, he didn't. If he would have went somewhere else, he would have displayed more of his abilities and his skills, and we wouldn't have been saying like, will he get drafted at all? Is more so what I'm saying. Not will he have been a first rounder, but still, it wouldn't be, is he gonna get drafted at all? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he gonna be a two-way? Is he gonna be a G leaguer? I think it'd be like, he's an NBA player. It's just shit. I don't know if we really got to see
I want
that.
to comment on what JC just said when he said nobody dad was LeBron James though. He got every connection he needs, especially with Rich Paul. I agree in the terms of, like, let's put it like this: if Bronny was a regular person like me and you, would Bronny even be a thought in this NBA right now? Let's be real. Yes or
No,
no?
but I
No.
said that.
So
I know. Well, I
so
didn't
no
say
no no
that,
no
but I
no.
said the LeBron.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm talking to JC.
Okay.
So yes or no? That question is no. He wouldn't. It wouldn't even be a thought, right?
Right.
Another thing is, when you get to the NBA, this is not the WNBA. A team doesn't need Bronny to sell jerseys or some shit like that. They don't give a damn who your daddy is. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if that's the case, why all of a sudden is it Bronny that Michael Jordan had kids that went D1? Nobody was pushing Michael Jordan kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you get to the NBA, NBA isn't one of these. NBA isn't one of these leagues. NBA isn't one of these leagues that is fiending for. They make millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And 9 out of 10, Brian not gonna go to like Charlotte. You see what I'm saying? He's probably gonna go to a team that's decent. So do you think OKC really need Bronny to sell jerseys, sell tickets? First of all, USC wasn't even selling out. So what are we talking about?
No, I feel you on that.
You feel me? So it's just
I
like
feel you.
it's just like I do hope success on him though. I honestly, like, because one thing I hate that people do though are people are like shitting on him, and I don't think that's fair. You see what I'm saying? Like,
No, I agree with
yeah,
that. No.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
basketball player for
He's
sure.
a good basketball player. He's a good basketball player. We're talking about the top 0.0 fucking 0.05%. You see what I'm saying? And we're talking about cream of the crop. Like, you cannot have the holes that he have in his game to me, and like, be effective right now.
I feel
Right.
you. I feel you. I don't know. I think because, and I'll say this, because the kids come out so young now, I think most of them you taking a flyer on anyway. And because his dad is LeBron James, it's 100%. Why not take a flyer on him? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not going to grow anymore. But if anything, we think, because of he's been around the game so long and because of who his dad is, and IQ is one of the things we put on as his strong suits, maybe he can be a real effective point guard one day. Like,
I mean, yeah, but you got. I mean, my thing is maybe one day, but he hasn't been an effective point guard at any level yet. So I just be confused how people have all these, like, even at Sierra Canyon, he wasn't the one. So I'm just like, I have to see it first. I'm not one of these people that's just gonna believe. I have to see it first. And like with LA, another thing, like, the Lakers, I think, will cater to it to an extent with kind of similar like what how Thanasis was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Lakers waste a draft pick on it, but I can see the Lakers signing him after. But
Not even
the
55.
the problem is they said they're not doing two-way. I don't know who the fuck is signing him to their regular roster without two-way. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, would you?
Man, I could just say y'all signed Jalen Hood-Schifino. He didn't get a minute, and he was a first rounder. He didn't get a second attempt.
But he played two-way. They're saying that he's not. They said that he's not. They said that Bronny's not doing two-way. Are you signing Bronny James right now without a two-way?
I need examples, JC.
No, JC, y'all got to stop that. Y'all don't see a lot of niggas in the NBA who can do what Bronny did.
I need examples.
Yeah, because they're killing me with that because he didn't do shit in college. Y'all had to stop acting, and he wasn't like this overly elite player in high school. What are y'all seeing? Like, let's be real. Like, y'all gotta think.
Oh my goodness.
Nigga, to me, fresh out of high school, I saw more from Chase than I did from Bronny. You see what I'm saying? Chase just wasn't LeBron's son. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop it.
He said Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish ain't do shit in the league, period, yet, my brother.
I feel
but Cam Reddish is also 6'7".
I was about to say he's 6. Yeah, he's long.
He's 6'7", but we're talking about a 6'2" guy that can't really lead. Like, he can't play the lead guard, and he'll never be your best 3-point shooter on the court. So, like, now what are we talking about? Yeah, TJ, that's crazy, and that's not happening with the Lakers. It's not happening. See, what people got to realize is, I think Bron fans usually used to like that Cleveland shit. You know, nobody comes to Cleveland, so you gotta listen. You gotta listen to Bron and all this type of shit. The Lakers are not just signing people to just be signing people. We have a history of having elite talent. Like, LeBron is just another person in the long lineage of GOATs that we've had.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Never in this
but JC is plenty of niggas off the Hawks bench, yes. But look at Sharif Cooper. Bronny's not better than Sharif. And Sharif didn't even sniff the
he wasn't more dominant. He wasn't more dominant than him in high school or college. I will agree with that.
Or college. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta realize, bro. It's and a large part of it, JC, is not the talent wise, it's the height. It's the height. It's the height. Tanas is a two-way. He was.
Well, of course.
Yeah, but the league ran out of patience quick.
No,
they're not finna keep babysitting. Nobody really give a damn that you Bron's son. Like once you get there, nobody gives a fuck.
I was gonna say this. Jeannie Buss told Stephen A to his face that I'm here to make sure LeBron's happy. Like, that is my job, to make sure he is happy in this whole process. So I don't even think he want that narrative. I don't think they draft Bronny or sign him because I don't think he want that narrative. But I think he will get drafted or signed else. No, I think he will get drafted. I ain't gonna say signed later.
They've already said that Bron's not going where he goes. Like if he goes to the Bulls, they already said LeBron's not following the nigga. You see what I'm saying? So that's already been what's name. But they be talking about Genie. But look though, JC and Judah, that's every GM's owner's responsibility to make sure your best player is happy. I mean, that's common sense. You're not gonna go out there and say,
to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, but what is she supposed to say, Judah? No, I don't give a damn about his happiness.
Well,
like,
no, I don't
publicly.
Okay, he didn't say what the question posed to her was, but I don't think the question was that. Like, are you just here to make LeBron happy, or
no? Or
anything?
That's not what I'm saying.
Like, I don't even think his happiness should even came into question. I'm trying to build a good team because I'm trying to build a good team. Yeah, we got LeBron, but I'm trying to build a good team around that. Fuck you talking about make him happy? I don't. Oh, fuck.
But I do think to an extent you do got it. I mean, Bron is our best player, right? Bron is still a top 10 player in the league. You see what I'm saying? Top 12, 10, 12-ish range, right? So he is still very important. Like, I do think that, like, if we lose LeBron this summer, we're not gonna be good. It's just that simple.
He's not going anywhere. He's not giving up 160.
I just don't think. I don't think he's going anywhere because I think Bron's past the point of having to prove something. I think Bron is now in businessman mode and still enjoys basketball. And I think that's the smartest place to do that is in LA. And if it's not in LA, New York, and his ass not going there. So because Bron don't have nothing to prove. Like,
You're right.
as a notorious and long life Bron hater, you got to be real. Bron has nothing else to prove. So to me,
No,
there's no
not at
reason
all.
to leave. Bron has already Bron can lose every single playoff game for the rest of his career, and it won't change the narrative of who he is because what Bron's point has already been proven.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's 100% over for that.
yeah,
I will say. Yeah, TJ agrees.
yeah.
Man, let's move on. All these four, I'm gonna keep centering them around LeBron because it's the easiest way to segue. You feel me? We're going into these all NBA selections. Going into these all NBA selections. Kind of talked about this on JC pod the other day, or maybe it was ours, whenever. But talking to JC and K about it. All NBA first team, you got Giannis, Luka, Shea, Jokic, Tatum. How we feel?
That's right.
You
I
right?
believe that's right. I believe that's right. I have no problem with that. You said Shea, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
Tatum. You
So
said
I got
Shea, Jokic, Tatum, Luka.
Luka and Giannis.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
You
I'm
right?
pretty sure I'm sure that's probably close to the MVP voting finishing too, huh? Close to it.
Yeah, except I think Brunson ended up 5th MVP. I think he snuck in the 5th
Okay.
on
Yeah, but
MVP.
who do you can't sneak Brunson in there because who
Not
do
on first
you
team. Hell
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Hell
no,
no.
you
Not
can't.
over those
You
guys.
can't.
Even though I'm
Yeah, no.
a notorious Giannis hater, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but you still can't not put Giannis in there neither.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He said LeBron got sold. He should have been over Kawhi. So now we're gonna go to second team, which Kawhi is on. So we got Kawhi, we got Ant-Man, we got KD, you got AD, and you got Brunson. Big body, they call him.
I can't. The reason why you can't say LeBron got sold is because the Lakers were fighting for a playoff spot. I think that kind of matters. I think that the Clippers went on that crazy run. I don't know if y'all remember. Clippers went on like a tear where they won
Yeah. After they lost their first
22 out of 24 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that played a big part into it. I can understand how you can say that you prefer Bron in there. I don't think that's crazy to say, but I do think that matter. And I think Kawhi played way more games than people gave him credit for this year too. I think he played over 60 games.
67, I
So
think, for the first time in his career.
yeah, he played a lot of
60,
games.
64. But the crazy thing is people don't know Kawhi was shooting 50 from 3.
Yeah,
I think
no, he
people
was
don't know
open.
that. Yeah, people don't know
His
that.
mouth just be closed.
Yeah. No. He was shooting 50, 50, 90. Not 50, 40, 90. It was 50, 50, 90 for him. So I ain't going to, yeah.
Fact. Shout out AD, man. Shout out AD.
Yeah, man. Shout out, man. 75 games. Call that boy Bambi, call him little deer
Who's the
leg.
third team? Do you have the third team pulled up?
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to get some of these shout outs out the way. Oh no, I said shout out because TJ said shout out to us. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you, brother.
I feel like individual accolades need to be determined, not team success. Yeah, I go. I don't know. I feel like team success always play a part because if you
got to
doing your part, your team should win some games. It should result in some team success. So we got
my bad. Go ahead. Say the third team.
Third team, you got Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Domantas Sabonis.
Yes, and they lucky that Tyrese got hurt. Because Tyrese would have been second team at least if he never got hurt. They blessed.
Over them guys? I don't know. Who do you sneak down to 3?
What you gotta realize is what you gotta realize is if he never got hurt, the Pacers don't drop the way they kind of dropped. And I think that the Pacers would have had a higher seed, a higher record. And see, he was playing through injury for a long time too. That was the bigger problem. So his stats dropped. Yeah. Like, because he was clearly a different player, in my opinion. 100%. I mean, you see where the Pacers at now? They still here.
100%.
You feel me? And he would have been in over Brunson. He would have been in over Brunson for sure. The Brunson love came very late in the season. Very, very, very late in the season.
But they was also a 2 seed thanks to the Cavs. The Cavs was ducking smoke, but they was also a 2 seed.
And that was where the Pacers was before he got hurt. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say if he never got hurt, I think the conversation. See, Brunson's name. You got when we talk about players coming up, like for example, Ant. A reason why Ant name is so big now is because Ja messed up the way he did. You see what I'm saying? It's not saying that Ant name would still be huge, but that was a huge Ant is now kind of replaced what Ja was supposed to be getting. Obviously, they're both superstars, so they're both going to be huge names. But somebody else's downfall can help catapult you up as well. That's just kind of the way it goes, naturally. So the fact that Tyrese's numbers dropped, first of all, Tyrese made the Olympic team over him already. So you can just kind of already see the perspective going into it.
Yeah.
Initially alone.
He had the crazy assist to turnover ratio too. The shit was 11-2.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's
and
insane.
before he got hurt, he was scoring he was scoring 20 plus. I'm not 13 plus assists.
He done killed me lately because he front runner man. He big time front runner man. I ain't gonna lie. That boy be a church mouse if they down 5. He ain't saying nothing. They up 15. They up 15. Here you go. There you go.
I didn't see them. That don't bother me. To me, shit talking like that doesn't bother me. I don't even judge that just because when I'm on the court, if I'm down 7, it's something to lock in and really lock in, get this shit back to 2-3, then I'm finna pop this shit back in your face again.
Once we get to 2-3, he don't even do that. He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing until we have 15.
I was about to say, I've seen him talk shit when they've been losing. I've seen him. I think that the reason why people are seeing it real big now is because it's the playoffs. I think emotions are super high. But people call everybody who celebrate front runners to me.
I don't. Ant like to pop it when he on the way back. We storming back. I'm gonna pop it as we coming back. I just need that, bro. I ain't really. And I get front running, but
I don't know.
I respect it a little bit more.
I think we give that man too much Atlanta nigga bias. Because to niggas he can't do no wrong, and to me that's because I've seen Tyrese Halliburton, but that nigga talk shit a lot. Period. Just from my eyes. I think what bothers y'all is when you start winning, of course, it's more obvious. He's out there talking shit the whole time, though.
Man, but I feel like that's easy. People say Klay talk shit the whole game and we'll never see it. That's easy, but I think you making it a deliberate effort to pop your shit loud in front of everybody once you're winning.
What do you have a problem with Curry shimmying?
Do I have a problem with Curry shimmying?
Yes. Because I know you ain't never seen Curry shimmy down
right
in your life,
man. But I see him shimmy if we was down 10 and then I just scored 12 straight and I hit the shot to put us up 1 or 2. Now I'm a shimmy.
So you're saying you haven't seen Tyrese do that, Judah?
Bro, Tyrese don't even talk to nobody until we up 10. We're not talking to nobody until we up 10. You know when the refs say talk to your team only. He be on that until we up 10.
You gotta. I want you to watch the next game. I think we seen 2 different things.
He probably won't play. That hand me one again.
So then there it is.
Yeah, it's over.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah, it's cooked. I'm gonna leave front runner man alone, but I would say I don't know. I think I'm okay with this. I like Sabonis, and I think Sabonis had to make a team. So maybe second team. I don't know if I'm willing to drop KD. I think they put KD on second team, though, only because they snubbed him for all defensive team. And like I said, Kawhi
that's the conversation we really need to have about that all defensive first team. I want to talk about that one real quick because it's all bigs.
Okay.
It's all bigs and Herb Jones.
Let me pull it up.
I think I remember it off the top of my head, though, if I'm not mistaken. And when you pull it up, correct me if I'm wrong. But it was Wemby, Rudy, Bam, Herb Jones, and I can't remember the other person. It was one more big, I believe.
It was it's Bam, AD, Rudy,
Yep, 80.
Wemby, and Herb Jones.
Yep. And I do think that okay, so Gilbert Arenas said something slightly stupid and slightly smart at the same time.
Slightly
I
stupid
do
and slightly smart.
I
Sounds
do
like
think I do think that it's crazy to not have no guards in that in the first team. The guys that have to work
they got to work
the
that
guys
hard.
that have to really run around with the guys that's moving the most, like that is kind of crazy to not have no guards in there, in my personal opinion.
I agree. No, I agree with that. But who do you take off? I don't.
Yeah, and see that's
Rudy.
that's
Because
where
I was gonna say my argument was like a lot of these guys do the way the NBA is ran. A lot of these guys are switching. So it's switching, stay on the perimeter like Bam, AD. It's switching. Let me stay out here. So I'll say three of them at least. So that leave Wemby and Rudy for me. And Wemby, obviously, he's not. He's a first team, bro. He just because he covered the perimeter differently. Just
bro. Rudy gets hunted,
and it might be Rudy, man. He might have
Rudy gets hunted, but then how do you not have the deep boy on the first team? See that, and that's where you kind of run into problems. But I just think I don't give a damn if you switch, honestly, because you switching every now and then. I'm the one guarding this nigga for 46 of the 48 minutes of this game, though. You know what I'm saying? And we do okay. So like we're in the age of they try to say the age of big man, but it's the age of 2 or 3 big men, right? Majority of the teams don't have no big that you just most teams don't play inside out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like just you got guys like Drew, Alex Caruso, like JC said, you got dudes that really be out there about to die by the end of the game.
Second team was all guards. Second team was all guards.
Shit, it better be.
It was Alex Caruso, Drew, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Suggs, and Derek White.
Okay. I mean, cool, I guess, but damn. You know, I'm short, so little niggas try to stick together, bro.
I feel you. They got problems because I think the only person you really take off that might be Rudy,
and you can't take the deep boy off.
It's just
so that just kind of is what it is.
6'7" wasn't no more big.
Exactly.
You're right.
And shit, who else is gonna put on there?
Right.
Fucking damn. Zubac.
I was more so saying it was interesting because the first team was all big, second team was all guard.
It was all guard. Yeah.
Thought it was interesting. Goddamn. Hop off my back. Goddamn. Yeah. So we just mentioned a few of the guys. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Boston went up 2-0 yesterday. Man, it's over. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got actual opinion on it, but it's wraps. I was talking to JC and them, and I 100% think that game 1 loss when they gave it away. Yeah, that's the difference between. I never thought they was gonna win. That's the difference between y'all getting swept and y'all having a competitive series. I said
same realm.
I said 6. If they, because I think they will get the first one, they're gonna get one at home, and that's it though. That's it. You don't get shit else.
And we'll see, because the Pacers, if Tyrese was there, they play such a fast pace of basketball where if they get hot and they're going to win. You know what I'm saying? So they're a team definitely capable of sneaking one. And like you said, that's probably that game 1 was crucial. When you let stuff like that slip away, that changes the whole series. So 100%. I mean, now that you just told me that the Hammy gone, there's no way they win without Tyrese. So
Hammy gone.
Yeah. So, but see, and like I said, he pushed his limits on that the whole season. So that was kind of like, dude, nigga said bathroom break series.
I'm gonna get to yours, JC. I see it. I'm gonna get to it, man. Yeah, no, like you said, I think the Hammy gone is cooked. They cooked. Yeah. Now they got this nigga named TJ. That's who they got at point guard. Shout out to
now let me talk about. Man. They said TJ McConnell to Michael Jordan to Jordan Pools. They say TJ McConnell the Michael Jordan of Jordan Pools. Hey, I cannot lie to y'all. TJ McConnell, little white ass, be out there balling, bro. Like I was like, I done seen TJ McConnell. He's been in the league for like a minute now, right? And I've actually seen him play in person. I always thought, okay, he's gonna be one of these small guards that have a, he gonna be around for these couple years and he's gonna fade out. No, bro. Hey, he's a decent ass backup, bro.
No, 100%, and he gonna play his heart out. Well,
No, hey JC, hold on. JC, I don't want to hear your mouth. Yo GOAT had the easy. Yo GOAT played Victor Oladipo in Eastern Conference Finals. We're not doing that one. We ain't doing that one. Yo GOAT had to play DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, Eastern Conference Finals. Yo, you had the most cakewalk.
Don't do that. The Frozen used to be. Hey, the Frozen, they was out there working. The Frozen was cold. That's why I gave him that nickname, though. The Frozen. Let
me tell you something. The West was out there going through hell while LeBron was playing Jet T. Them in the.
Bro, you talking. I feel what you said, but you talking their careers, like at the end of their career, what did they accomplish and who did they become? At the time, Jeff Teague was an all-star. The Hawks was a problem.
Jeff Teague was a one-time all-star.
No matter. He was an all-star. He got it.
Bro, come on. We're not gonna sit there and like anybody was scared of Paul Millsap, Kyle Korver, and Jeff Teague. We're not doing that.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro.
We're not doing that one.
I'm just saying. I ain't got too much to talk about that.
I mean, that's all his best teammates needed to be, nigga. That's all they needed. I mean, you come to the West, with all due respect, you put that same Lakers team in the East, he might go to the same place. That same Lakers team ain't make the playoffs the next year. So it's just kind of like,
I don't know.
I mean, bro, JC, if you're not going to even acknowledge how easy his runs was, even if you don't feel like it was easy, I mean, not as easy as the Celtics one, this conversation is impossible. Because what you can't do is act like his runs was hard. He didn't have a single hard championship run in Cleveland. Now, when he was in Miami, that was a gauntlet. You would have to go through Boston and Indiana. Now, that's more, I hear you then. But Cleveland, bro, if you can't acknowledge that, then we can't have that conversation.
Which one was easy post Kyrie?
Eastern Conference, JC, stop. If you're gonna talk about other teams, you have to acknowledge that who he played. Stop talking about who was on his team. Who did he play? Who did he play, Judah? Can you answer?
Hey, I gotta do research. I don't like talking on stuff like this.
Judah, my dog. In 2017 Eastern Conference Finals, he played a rookie Jayson Tatum and a second-year Jaylen Brown.
After 4-1 them in the 2016, I know he 4-1 the Celtics in 2016 because I was looking that up with Tatum Brown Eastern Conference Finals runs. He 4-1 them. I think they had, but that team won shit.
Judah, do you see how
Bradley?
I'm sorry, keep going.
Smart. They had Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart. Was Kelly Olynyk on that team? I don't know.
Role player galore.
Yeah, no, they didn't have a squad.
No.
That's why my next topic is so interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
You see, Jason tried to move the goalpost though. He talking about the Warriors, bro. You said the easiest path to the finals. We didn't say nothing about the finals. Bro, he just said 1 year. I can't have that conversation with him. Ask me a question.
Hey man, all right. Like I said, going on to the next one, man. On to the next. Talking about these Boston Celtics in 2016, 2017. Jaylen Brown was drafted in 2016. They made the Eastern Conference Finals. Jayson Tatum was drafted in 2017. They've only been further 1 year. They've only been further in the Eastern Conference Finals 1 year since they've been together. So this begs the question. You think it's a hilarious question. You think it's outlandish. Is Jaylen Brown better than Jayson Tatum?
No.
Obviously, it came off a 40-point night, and that's why everybody's in a little bit of uproar. Yeah. But when you think about this, let me lay the foundation. When you think about consistency throughout his career there and consistency through the playoffs every year. He's in the playoffs, including that finals run against Golden State, and their numbers are always similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but one is
begs a really good question.
Well, I think that it sounds like a really good question until you take into account that he's not seeing like obviously he's on the scouting report. He's the second person on the scouting report, but what he ain't is the first. And it's a whole different ball game from being the first option and the second option.
I agree.
I hear superstars talk about that all the time. It is a huge difference when game plans are catered to stop you primarily over you kind of being the secondary option. I think Kyrie kind of ran into that problem when he left Cleveland a little bit, right? Because when it's up to you to lead it, it's kind of a different ball game. And on top of that, one is a better defender, Tatum. One's a better rebounder, Tatum.
How you figure that? Well, at least on the defensive.
I mean, I just watched the game, huh?
Well, but I mean, watching the game, you'll see when it get tough, they don't throw Tatum out there on the nigga who cooking. They throw. Well, at least they don't throw either one of them now, but they used to throw Jaylen Brown out there.
Well, do you want the ant effect?
Do I want the ant effect?
Yeah.
No, but Tatum ain't had to guard nobody like them niggas.
Well, my point being is
wouldn't have to guard nobody like them niggas.
Two guys. If I got two guys that's similar, right? Are you gonna throw the one that's better on offense? No. Who would you rather have more energy on the offensive end, Tatum or the all NBA first team guy, or the guy that didn't even make a NBA team?
Well, we can't say that because he made one last year, and that's why he's the highest paid guy in the NBA right now.
Well, he didn't make it this year. One made all first team this year, and the other didn't make a team.
I'm just saying,
and,
but
we're talking about.
I will say when it come to me changing assignments and changing defensive matchups, I want the nigga who's going to give me the best chance to stop this nigga. That's why I changed matchups in the first place.
Well, it's bigger than just stopping him.
Control it. I ain't gonna say stop it because some niggas you can't stop, but give me the best chance to contain it.
Well, game plans are bigger than that, though.
I agree, but I'm more so talking about down the stretch because nobody guards anybody 48 the whole game. Like even Ant took a break off Kyrie last night. Like it was nobody guards.
Yeah, because his ass was finna die.
Agreed, but I don't think even if he wouldn't have guarded him the whole game. Like he didn't guard Jamal Murray the whole game. He only guarded him when he needed to. So he guarded him for a half. He cooking right now, bro. He got 24 at halftime. I'm finna go guard it. Like
I'd be so tired of the recency bias with Jaylen Brown. Last year at the end of the year, he can't even dribble with his left. Now, is he better than Tatum? Like I'm just having that conversation.
If that's the only flaw you're gonna poke in his game, it'd be like,
well, Judah, do you know how exposed that flaw would be if he was the number one option?
Yeah, but I don't know.
That matters.
It matters, but it's also a if. You can't really speak on it.
So put it like this:
you could
when somebody can tell me in depth. When somebody can tell me what he do better than Tatum, I'll shut up. But until then, I don't think nobody can actually explain to me what he can do better than him.
I feel. Are we talking about individual skill set, or are we talking about a basketball player as a whole?
And another thing,
or what do I want more so? I think this is a what do you want type of conversation.
Well, I think the media also does not show Jayson Tatum any love, so it makes it seem like this conversation is close when it's really not. Because you got to think, everybody who does what Tatum does with the 1 seed, every single in the entire NBA history is always an MVP candidate. He never is. So for whatever reason, and his numbers are always there, and his team is always there. So for whatever reason, he's not in these conversations the way he should be. And if he was, there wouldn't even be a discussion. Ain't nobody sitting there talking about who better, Luka or Kyrie. It's not a discussion.
I don't know. I also think Jaylen Brown want to be the man. So Kyrie done had his chance at that. He more so, man, I'm trying to probably win more. I'm trying to win more chips. So I got to do what I got to do to win this chip. And that's if Luka need me to get 20 tonight, then that's it. If you need me to get 10 tonight, that's it. If you need me to get 40 tonight, then that's it. But I ain't really too concerned with being the number one option. And I think that's what it is. Because I think we saw it last night. Kyrie can go out there and put on show, and we'd be like, shit, who really run this offense? At least. Like, it's still Luka team, but, like, I think Kyrie could cause some sort of KD and Curry situation where it's like, all right, well, this your team, but who's the best player over here? Like he could do that if he wanted to, in my opinion.
Well, I don't think Kyrie has ever been seen as a consensus top 10 player in the league or top 5. So, due to the fact that he's not, and Luka has been for the last couple of years, I just don't see anybody ever being like, "Ooh, who's better?" Like, I don't see that ever being a possibility.
His peers don't vote on that, JC. That's 150 white guys who ain't played basketball ever.
Now, hold on
Not
though.
not all of them, but majority of them.
No. I'm about to say though. Now, bro, I promise you, you ask the league who better, they're gonna tell you Tatum, bro. Like, I don't even feel like.
Yeah, they would probably have to tell me, and I'm not saying I don't think Jayson Tatum better. I just think if it's always this close, it's been this close, and it's still this close, and just be like, because it's not even it's not even a Dame and CJ situation to me. I feel like we always knew who was better there. We never questioned it. We knew what was up. Even if CJ would have had a 40-point game when he was in Portland, we just that's what he do. He's capable of that. He's not the better player.
But like I don't think that this is as big of a conversation as people think, though. Like, I don't really hear a lot of people go. I've never actually heard anybody actually say that Jaylen Brown's better than Jayson Tatum.
I feel you on that, but to TJ point, you've never seen Tatum without Jaylen Brown. So it could be the same thing where you are getting number one, you getting 1A matchups, but you've also had me over here. So this help defender, if you replace me with somebody else, if it's just Derek White out here, it's just Drew Holiday. Now you seeing doubles, and you can't get no single coverage because I'm not out here.
You're not sending doubles. You're not sending doubles with Derek White right there, though.
But I'm also saying, like, we've seen the team that I just described to you with Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley. They made it Eastern Conference Finals. You're supposed to be better than me.
Why do you keep forgetting? Why you not saying the best player on that team though? Isaiah Thomas. Why are we kind of conveniently skipping over the one that actually led them there, the one that averaged 30 points, the one that was an MVP finalist that year? And you keep talking about Jaylen Brown, who averaged I think 12 points that year, maybe.
I feel you. He wasn't getting no tick either. It was in like 20 minutes. But
so why do we keep bringing up the fact that he went to an Eastern Conference Finals without Tatum and he wasn't the guy?
Because bro, he still did it. He still got there. He still got there as an important
So if
piece.
Tatum was on that team, they wouldn't have made it there.
Probably, but I'm saying Tatum is supposed to be this much head and shoulders to you better than Jaylen Brown, right? And yes. While before you got here, we made it here. We made it to this level. Ever since we got you,
not because of you, Jaylen Brown.
Time. We was, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so exclude that point. Okay, so but I'm saying exclude it. We were here, right, as a team. You were supposed to take us over the hump. We did that once, and you didn't show up when we did that one time.
You're 25.
What?
Bro, you keep talking about some damn Jaylen Brown went to the Eastern Conference Finals as if he was the guy on the team that led them to the team. It holds no validity in a one-on-one conversation.
That's why I said, okay, cool. Exclude the fact that he was on the team. My team was here. I drafted you to get us here. We got in between once, and when we got there, you didn't show up.
Bro, they consistently get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were 16 games in first place this year. Probably about to go to the finals again this year right now.
So I just want to know, is the standard too? Because when you brought up like
Jaylen Brown, Tatum not the only person that lost those games too. Jaylen Brown lost too.
Yeah, but if we look at game by game performance, we can't say shit. Jaylen Brown is the reason we lost these games.
Jaylen Brown playoff averages and look up Jayson Tatum's playoff averages and let's compare.
For career, you talking about
career? Let's pull it up right now because we got to get to the bottom of this.
Say less.
Because we can't keep acting like Tatum gets so many more accolades for a reason. I hate that when Jaylen Brown's a really good player, but when Jaylen Brown has a one big game and Tatum don't have a big game, no.
It's a
come on
23-9. So let's say 24. 24. It's a 7.9. Let's say 8. So 24, 8, and 5. I'm around everything.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
24, 8, and 5 for Tatum.
Right.
Jaylen Brown. Shout out StatMuse, man. So Jaylen Brown's averaging 19. Was that 6 and 2?
So this notion of niggas showing up and other niggas not showing up does not make sense to me.
That's not true. That's not true.
And 26 is, hey, thank you, JC. 26 is super young. Like, these niggas have I guess not I think that Kobe got praised for winning the finals in his early 20s. Like, 25, Bron ain't won his first finals to what? 28, 29. So the fact that they've consistently made it to the Eastern Conference Finals lets you know with a whole different team, man.
Mike, and I think it was him and Mike. They got theirs at 27.
Right.
Turned 27.
So if he get his this year, what will be the argument?
27 and Michael Jordan was 5 years in the league. But what I'm saying is, if you are this elite guy, we hold them all in the same company. Like, Luka is going to start getting that question, when is he going to win a championship? It's going to be the same thing if they don't get one this year, or at least make the finals this year. It's the same thing. When we put guys in elite company, the standard is the standard, bro. This is what the expectation is of you. And if you don't meet this,
who would you say that people say is better?
And now we got to question it.
Who would you say that people say is better, Luka or Tatum? Luka or Tatum?
That's a good one. I think
but
most people might say Luka because of the
right.
multifacetedness. Yeah.
But Luka has only been in the league one less year than Tatum. So that's why when we talk about this, it's funny how like the narrative is Tatum don't never win, but his team always there. But you got a whole bunch of niggas from them same draft classes and a draft class after that ain't never been there.
Well, Luka's teams ain't never been as good as Tatum's teams. I say that, and then he's made the conference finals the last 2 out of 3 years. I can say that.
But why do
it's not like he ain't been accomplishing nothing. It ain't like he just.
How do Tatum get participation points for the Eastern Conference Finals? I mean, for the Western Conference Finals, but what's the name don't? Because I just say I told you that the Celtics did down there living the Eastern Conference Finals since Tatum them gone to the league.
Mm-hmm.
But Luka get credit for going to the 2 or 3.
Because I can also say he's been on one of the best top 4 seed, undoubtedly. Like, even if you take him off, they're going to there are a top 5 seed in the East.
This year, maybe, not previous years.
Even last year.
Tell me how.
Bro, because the East is trash. You can't tell me they're not. You can't tell me they're not top 5 seed when 6 through 10 is all in the same spot.
They're not the top 5 seed without Tatum last year. This year probably.
I can't.
Last year, I don't see how that. I don't see where.
I can always say for that Luka Tatum argument. If you go by, you can go roster for roster from the time Luka was drafted. I guarantee you'll take the Celtics roster over the Mavs roster.
I mean, but if that's the case, I'm not in the excuse making business. If your point is
I'm not in the excuse making business. It wasn't in my excuse. It was baked into my point, kind of. Shit, if you're gonna say Luka is 1 year younger, but he also has had the worst teams and he's made 2 conference finals in the last 3 years. Why do you
keep acting like his team's just been ass? They haven't. Just because the roster, maybe you chose one roster over the other one, that does not mean that you don't make it to the Western Conference Finals. You don't make it to the Western Conference Finals by yourself.
Who's been there?
I don't remember Dallas.
Exactly. Like, you get Brunson. I say you get Brunson, but like, other than that, like, Brunson had a playoff, and we realized he was a guy.
So you're telling me Luka made it through the West by himself?
Yeah,
well, I think the West got 7 seeds making runs because the West is deep 1 through 8. I think so. I think that makes the West strong. JC,
makes it harder to prevail.
Yeah.
I think a weaker team, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he got to put more on his back for them to be in a better position. So it's like, I can't really just say Tatum got the nod over being better because his team's success is better.
Well,
I can't say that.
What I'm saying is Luka is the. You ask 10 people, 9 people can probably say Luka's better than Tatum. That's what the realistic thing is. But it's funny how people like a loss is a loss. Nobody gives a fuck who was on your team. Nobody gave a damn about who was on LeBron's team in Cleveland. Guess what they were saying?
They lost. I agree. The loss is the loss, but it ain't like Tatum got them wins. The loss is the loss, and Tatum got losses too.
What people got to stop doing is acting like Boston just had some super team. They didn't. They had a good team, but they didn't have no super team.
So a good team in the East is on that side of the conference might be considered. I don't want to call it a super team, but like one of the best teams over here for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? A good team in the East.
I'm pretty sure that Dallas last year was a top 5 seed. I know for sure, probably.
No, Dallas, I think, was it last year? I think last year they missed the playoffs. So no. Because I think, they skipped on the playoffs.
Year before that.
They sat Kyrie and them at the end
of the year. At the end. Yeah, that was stupid. Year before that.
Year before that. They was in the Western Conference Finals.
Right, and I bet you they was a top 5 seed.
I can't say. But I can also say, Vegas betting odds. I don't know if you really care about those. Luka's never been a favorite in any one of his series, and then the series that he was.
I don't give a damn about that.
I'm just okay, but he's never been a favorite in his series either, and any one of his series he's ever been in.
But that's excuse making L's. The conversation is, did you win or did you lose?
Still not excuse making.
I don't care. So if he goes,
it can't be excuse making when the person we're comparing him to hasn't won shit either. So that's
what I'm trying to say. You're not holding people accountable. You're not doing that at all. You're not holding Luka accountable for losing, but you're holding Jayson Tatum accountable for losing. Because see, what you're trying to do is act like he made it there by himself. You don't make it to the Western Conference Finals by yourself. You don't do
that. What year is this? This is 20. Let's see. Dallas Mavs. Was that 2022? Did they make that? I don't know if this is.
And Luka don't even play on the other side of the ball, but that's another conversation for another day.
Agreed.
Yes, bro. JC, that confuses me, bro. He got the most playoff success. Nobody that young has won a finals yet, JC. So he has the most playoff success, and he catches the most hell. That confuses me because I wouldn't be as confused if somebody that was his age or younger has won. But
I'm
nobody
not a Tatum hater either. Let's add that in there.
Nobody his age or younger has won yet. So I'm now I can see if Luka won a finals or something. Now they're looking at Tatum like, shit, what you gonna do? But they not. I haven't seen nobody his age or younger lead anybody to a finals yet for it to be like this. Like, oh, he don't win. How he don't win? He done made it to the Eastern Conference Finals every time. Damn it,
man.
That just confused me.
Let's see.
And yeah, he could have had a better finals appearance. I agree with that, but that's not to negate the rest of their playoff success. They consist. You could damn near book Boston for the Eastern Conference Finals every year.
I guess.
And he's the lead. He's the engine of the damn team. No other team, no other player in NBA history has been a 1 seed over 16 games and did not finish top 5 in MVP voting. They don't even have a super team. It ain't like they damn KD, Curry them.
I mean, I agree.
Agree. If he don't win this year, there's conversations. Now it's gonna be like, all right, bro, this is the year. This is the year. Thank you.
You don't get the same energy when that's what they want. When that's what the people want. If they want you to win. If that's the knock on you is not winning, you're not gonna get the same smoke once you win. You won. You finally accomplished the task. It'd be stupid of anybody who still bashes him after that would be stupid. But I can understand.
Do you think it's that simple though?
I can understand. Yeah, I think it's clearly that simple. He's accomplished.
I'm gonna say that's so wonderful for Braun.
He's accomplished all the other stuff, but we also didn't look at him like Braun either. We looked at him
if you win this year and they go 5 years,
talent, but we not looking at him like Braun. We ain't looking at nobody like Braun. I think Luka might have been the last person they really looked at like Braun.
Okay, whoever the fuck you want to say, bro. Put it like this, bro. Oh, okay, JC. Except Hallie. I don't think Hallie should get the same energy just yet. This their first playoff run, and he a little younger than them too, if I'm not mistaken. I think Hallie, I might be 23,
I
maybe
don't think
22.
I don't think Ant get the smoke either though. He's 22.
Yeah, but you didn't. He didn't been in a couple playoffs. He get this year
What
off.
one?
He gets this year. He gets this year. He gets
He went
this
to
year for
one,
me.
right?
He gets. Well, see another thing too, bro. And you, I
This
don't
is
know if
this
you're gonna
is
agree.
second run.
Hold on. You, if you gonna be loud, everything else is gonna be loud coming with it.
Mm-hmm.
So if your mouth gonna be open, the results need to show that your mouth is open, or you gonna catch hell. That's just what it's probably gonna be.
I don't know. I think I don't even want to call them overachieving because I think they built the win, but teams you don't have the expectation for, I don't know if
Minute
you
and,
get that.
and we gotta stop acting like this nigga bringing Minnesota from the trenches, bro. Minnesota was playoff team before he got there. So like
Huh?
they weren't a team that you thought was gonna win something, but they were there. So
Who played for
yeah,
them?
Jimmy Butler,
That I
them,
cared
yeah,
about.
them.
Did they win a playoff series?
No, but they were in the playoffs.
Okay. I
So
don't
you acting like that's the same.
I
You
don't
acting like
know. I mean, it's a
that's not
difference
the
between. I mean, I feel what you're saying. They're not in hell, but they also ain't won a playoff series in 20 years. So it's
yeah,
like,
that's
yeah, you got us here, and then we lost. Like
yeah, but
shit,
see,
they.
it's a different.
Uh,
Like, go look at what Wemby trying to do. That's going to a team that you got to bring from from the gutter. Spurs fucking suck.
I
So
I
this like you got to
agree.
think. You got to think. See, we're forgetting that Cat was the centerpiece before Ant got
Not
there.
forgetting that.
Was it? This is
Also didn't get this version of Cat. Didn't get the best out of him. You ain't got
so
no
Cat
Cat like
Cat
this until
Cat
we got
wasn't
Ant.
the centerpiece before Ant.
He was the centerpiece. I'm saying 100%. I'm saying you didn't get this version of Cat
No,
until
but
Ant
that's
got
fine.
here.
That's fine. But Cat
And
was
maybe
the
that's
centerpiece,
time,
and
but
they were expected to get to the playoffs even then. They weren't a team that wasn't supposed to be in the playoffs, especially when they had Jimmy Butler. They
well,
were expected to be in
that's
the
because they
playoffs.
thought Cat is something he wasn't at the time.
I think he's good.
I think he is good, but I think they thought he was something he wasn't at the time. To be
But
honest,
regardless, is what I'm trying to say is the team had expectations. He's not on the. He wasn't. He didn't go to a team with zero expectations.
I don't know if they had these kind of expectations though. They had make the
Okay,
playoff expectation. I'm saying that dude is the bar was low. It wasn't in hell, but the bar was pretty low.
bro. I
Like,
mean, they wasn't going backwards,
well, of course not with him on the team. You expecting him to ascend. Maybe not take
yeah,
this
you
leap
are
so early,
expecting
but
a
you
number one
expecting him
pick
to
to take
ascend.
you are expecting the number one pick to take an 8 seed to a 4-3 seed. Yes, you do probably expect that over time. But you not like if you went to the Spurs, the expectations would not be the same this year for him.
I feel you. We kind of already moved on to it, so might as well.
JC, I think.
Uh,
My fault. Go ahead, you.
Go ahead. No, you can finish your thought.
JC, I do think that ring amounts only matter when you're talking about top of the top, like Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, them type of debates. Because that ring conversation became a thing when you was talking about Kobe versus Bron. That's when
That's
it first
ever,
became
yeah.
the conversation, and then it evolved over to KD versus Bron. But ring totality was never really a big conversation before that. Like people just wanted to get one, and after that, like you needed to just get one to be considered with them niggas. After that, then the more the merrier. But I think the true ring count conversation started with Bron and Kobe. Would you say the same thing, bro?
Yeah, probably. That's when most people started because it'd be like, at least for me, that's because people that hate ring culture, I'd be like, I don't really like it that much either, but I think you got to respect it because it'd be like when you comparing two people and they're that similar, you got to figure out how we defer and how I'm gonna pick
Right.
my winner. You know what I'm saying? Who wins now? All right, well he got all these points, but so do he. He got all these rebounds, but so do he. He got all these steals, so do he. He got MVP, so do he. He got final. All right, now the thing that everybody want. How many of them do you have? Like I think that's what it always turned into. But that's comparing, like you said, the upper echelon. Like
Yeah.
I think
Because
Giannis getting a ring. I don't care. Like, I care. It's cool for his legacy, but it's not like, oh, that puts you anywhere near these guys.
Yeah. Like, what is him winning another ring? Like, what would you like? Where does like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is he passing? You know what I mean? Like,
you got to win 3+. Like,
yeah, to get to that Tim Duncan.
I think 3 is the number for me because that's where Bird stopped. Bird got 3.
Yeah, 3 is a good number, bro.
3 is a good number.
3 is a good number. 3 is a good number.
D Wade got 3, don't he?
Yeah, he got one by itself, two.
Yeah, D Wade got 3. I think that's a good number. I think 3 is where you like, all right.
I think Shaq. No, Shaq got 4. I'm sorry,
Shaq got 4. It'd be like, you might be talking about something now. You got 3. All right. Hold on. And even like Phillips and them went back to back, and don't nobody talk about Chauncey.
They didn't win though.
Them Pistons teams.
Did
they won 2?
They
went back to back.
They didn't win back to back though.
I thought they won back to back, or they just went back to back.
I know they beat us. They beat us that year, right?
Yeah.
That next year, who they beat? Who else did the Pistons play in the finals? Was it the Spurs?
I don't know, bro. That's a good one. Because I thought maybe they just went back to back to finals.
Yeah, I don't think they won 2 though. I think they just won 1. Check that though. I think they just won 1. I could be wrong though, bro. I don't know this for certain. You might be right. I don't think that they won 2 though. I think Spurs won in that 1-1 in that time between.
Let's say Chauncey only got 1.
1. Thought
so. Okay, so they must.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, but even that one, like nobody cares. Nobody cares. That doesn't move you nowhere.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I think. I think rings only really count when you're talking cream of the crop, all time, like very specific. I think we both agree with that for the most part.
Yeah. So we only got a few more. Let's try to run through these. I know it ain't been that long, but it's been a minute. I appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the love, man. Y'all go like, comment, subscribe for us. You know what I'm saying?
Please do that.
Do anything y'all can do. We would appreciate it. You feel me? You know. So hold on. Like, comment. Anyway,
you know that felt important.
Yeah, it felt good, didn't it?
That was like a little commercial break.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get Sprite. We gotta get Sprite or something up here. Okay.
You feel me? We're down, man. So the Mavs beat the T-Wolves. It was a 3-point game. I'm not really sure what the score was. I will pull that up for you shortly. It was 108-105.
Right.
Game 2 tonight, but let's get your reactions. I don't know if did you catch game 1?
I caught the first half, then I watched the highlights. So I seen I seen a good bulk of it. I understand what happened. And I do have an opinion. I do have a pretty strong opinion on it.
Oh, there you go. Let's hear it.
So for one, I think people were saying he called out Kyrie. I don't think that he called him out, but he did call him out at the same time. Like, I don't think he meant it. I don't think he wasn't like, oh, I'm coming for Kyrie. It wasn't like that. But at the same time, when you mention somebody's name, you've mentioned their name, right? Like, you've made that matchup a highlight, right? So now everybody's like, because everybody just made a big deal about the defense that Ant just played on Jamal Murray. But let me tell y'all something. His ass is not Jamal Murray. Kyrie Irving is not Jamal Murray. And see, what people don't realize is, what I'm trying to get people to understand, when the offense revolves around a big man like Jokic, everything is based off the center of the court, which means that your defense can be pretty stationary to guard it, right? When you look at Denver's offense, you knew exactly where everybody was going to be. It's just a matter of stopping it, right? You know KCP and you know Michael Porter going to be on the wings. You know Jokic is going to be in the middle. You know Murray going to be up top, and you know Gordon going to be in the dunk position. See, when you playing against Dallas, they're everywhere. Everybody is everywhere, and you're running around everywhere.
Playground basketball.
They play playground basketball, and then see, another problem was Denver wasn't having multiple ball handlers on the court at the same time, right? Usually it'd be Jamal Murray, and you damn sure ain't even worried about Reggie Jackson, right?
No, not for real.
But now you go, let's take him off Kyrie. You should be running around with Kyrie. Okay, now Luka finna lean his heavy ass body on you. Like it's just there is no breaks, right? Like there
No, I
is
agree.
you don't get those breaks that you basketball is super matchup based.
Uh-huh.
Super matchup based. I thought that they would have a similar problem even if they play OKC. Just because of the way that they guarded, the way that they guarded Denver, you can't guard those two teams like that. And another big problem that they was gonna have against OKC that they couldn't take the same advantage of that Dallas did was um Minnesota doesn't play inside out at all. They're big, but Rudy Gobert's not down there, and you're not worried about him down there, right?
Right.
And Cat pretty much plays outside of the paint.
Right.
So you can't bully ball them because you don't have nobody to play bully ball with.
I feel. I don't know. I don't agree with they would have had the same problem with OKC. I think they
Oh,
only
they
got
would have
one.
had.
I think they only
Oh,
got one dominant ball handler, so they would have been all right. I think they'd have figured it
oh
out.
no, oh no. I'm not saying they would have. I'm not saying that OKC would have won. What I'm saying is you would have ran into a similar issue, and from my opinion, bro, I don't know why Jalen Williams don't get the credit he deserves. I think because he's so young, that nigga can hoop.
No, I
And
think
he's
he can hoop, but I think I can't even compare it to the type of problems I go from Luka to Kyrie or Kyrie to Luka. From Shea to
oh, I mean,
Jalen Williams.
it's not,
I think the
I'm not
drop off
comparing
is
skill level.
no. I'm saying I think the drop off from Shea to Jalen Williams is that big, where it's like I feel like I'm getting a break at least over here guarding Jalen
Yeah, but
Williams, where in
you,
Dallas is I don't get no fucking break.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's the way you got to guard them. The
Okay.
way you have to guard them is more energy. It's not so much who the person you are guarding is.
Uh-huh.
It's the fact that you can't swarm them the way it's too many ball. It's most people that can dribble the ball, so you
Right.
just literally can't guard it the same. Which means that you're gonna be more tired. I think so. I say all that to say, they're gonna have to switch the game plan. There's no way that Ant needs to be guarding Kyrie for the majority of the game.
I agree.
Hence, why I do think that you got to be mindful of what you say when you like that's kind of more so what I got to say about it because now, nigga, you said that, and after one game, you finna get completely switched off of them.
No, he was gonna die. I don't know
Yeah,
if you saw that part. He was about to
yeah,
pass
he
out.
was finna die,
No, he was about
and
to
I
pass
can't
out. I
blame
had
him.
never seen that before. I know we do it, and when we run up and down the court, and it'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna walk
Yeah,
this one." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
right.
have to walk this one down. But like, no, he was begging for a timeout. That's what his legs was begging for a timeout.
Yeah, yeah. So
Who will he guard? I think he has to guard one of the two, but I think you could easily slide him over to Derrick Jones Jr. for a couple possessions. Hey, I'm finna chill out. Because they probably gonna score
I,
anyway, is what I'm thinking. You're gonna exert all your energy and they're gonna score this possession anyway.
but I ain't gonna lie to you, Judah. I would prefer him on Luka before I want him on Kyrie, just for the stamina purpose of defense. Like
I
I'd
told
rather him.
JC and them that. And it's just like
So we agree with that.
you're just too small for Luka, but he will post up, but he's not gonna do it the whole game. And he gonna bail
Yeah,
you out with a few step back jumpers where it was like, I only moved 2 feet this play.
yeah.
Versus Kyrie is gonna run around first to get the ball.
To get the ball.
Then when he get the ball, nigga, it's you and him. It's
Yeah.
nobody else out here. It's like you guarding all 53, 52 some feet across, nigga.
Right.
You guarding all this space by yourself. That is
Right.
exactly what it feel like probably guarding him on the
Yeah.
island. It's just like,
And then that's kind of, when you know who it is, that automatically put a little extra step in your it automatically makes you jump a little bit more.
100%. Like if I come guard you, I know what you want to do. It's just like, it's time to dance.
Right.
That means every time you get the ball, you want to dance.
Yeah, like damn. Yeah. like, bro, you gotta think. You grew up watching Kyrie highlights. So
yeah,
you're still like that. Even in high school, when somebody shoots you, like, oh shit. Like even when you guarding them, you're gonna bite a little bit more just because it's like, it ain't no telling what. Yeah.
So I'm gonna think you're gonna try to pull out every trick in the bag, and that's exactly when you just hit me with a jab step and go right by me. You're just
right.
Right. Well, where the fuck did he go? But all right. But I don't. So to answer the first question, I don't think he called him out.
Same, agreed.
I don't think so at all. I think Kyrie had one of those, but Kyrie is one of those players. I think, like you said, you got to know who you're talking about. I think he had one of those I took it personal Jordan moments. That's all it really was. It was like,
did you see it? Did you see him talk about it?
Yeah, that's how I'm talking about it. Yeah. It was just like I know we're going into the Western Conference Finals, and I know I need to be ready anyway. But if anything could get me going,
You
it
can't
was
call my name
it was a
immediately
nigga.
after the
It
game.
was a nigga that called my name after he over there huffing and puffing because he just played a game 7 in the altitude, and he got 2 days to go back to Minnesota, and I'm already in Minnesota, damn near. Yeah, you don't want nothing young, but like you just feel it
It's
off Kyrie too. You feel the I don't know
what?
if you do the Kobe aura, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
after he went like older Kobe, like the
Right,
patient get to my spots, but it's nothing you can do with me.
right. I
Like
think more than anything though, it was a slight call out because see, I know Ant seen it, and that's why he said it. Everybody was praising the defense that he was playing on Jamal Murray, right? And it was
he
all
said himself he put him in handcuffs.
right.
Had him in the
So
cuffs.
what it was to me, it was almost like Kyrie next, right? It was
Yeah,
like a very respectful Kyrie next. That's why I want because he wasn't calling him out, but it was riding the wave of me just
I
barring this nigga.
I agree. I think he
So
told the line for sure. He
because that's why
told the line for sure.
Kyrie
Like
said,
you next,
Kyrie said,
respectfully.
Kyrie said,
Nigga.
I was at the crib watching the
I was with my
game,
family. I was
and
with
he
my
said, all
daughter,
of a sudden,
nigga.
I heard my name. He said, be careful what you ask for, and
Man,
like, be careful. That's all.
that what Kyrie told him. Bring your ass. Bring your ass because
I'm
look,
just,
it got rough.
yeah,
It,
yeah,
but
man.
and
I agree.
I can't. I mean, all 24 wasn't on him, but that's the narrative that's gonna get drawn to. Just like the narrative is
Yeah,
Jalen Rose got all 81 dropped on his head, and that's not. It's not
yeah.
true. It's
You,
really most people.
you got your ass bust. You didn't get the whole thing, but you got most of
Yeah,
it.
you got most of it. You started this. You should have got
You
all 24
started it.
because you
Yeah,
started this. Whoever had to guard him after that was upset. And why
yeah.
are you talking? Stop talking to him.
He got thrown off to me. He got thrown off to me.
Nigga, what? Niggas on the
So
bench like, where the fuck is the PR training? Why this nigga?
who you got in the series though, bro? Who would you
I
you got
still
in the series?
I still like Minnesota. I'm a rock with my boy. I'm privy to Ant though. Like I've worked out with him, and shit like that. So, and I've coached for
I,
his team, obviously. So
right.
I'm a little biased. So now that we here, I'm definitely
And
gonna rock 10 toes down. Now that we here,
first of all, I think that he is one of the best things that's happened to the league in a long time. I think that he's so authentically
100%.
himself. I think that he's an amazing basketball player. I love the shit he talk.
Yeah.
So when I say when I hold him accountable, like when I say you gotta basically like if you gonna talk that shit, you gotta win.
Mhm.
Like I'm cool with the shit you talk. I'm just saying, like when you talk shit, it's gonna come with more. I don't give a fuck how old you is. Once you open your mouth, your mouth has been opened. You
No,
see
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? So
Yeah.
I do, but at the same time, bro, Ant is gonna be a top 3 player in this world sooner than later. Um,
Saying it.
with all that
I'm
being
just
said,
saying it.
I don't think that Minnesota wins the series because honest to God, I think they should have lost last series. They were blessed. I mean, fucking blessed that OKC didn't just have one person that was 7 feet tall, just one person, because OKC lost that series last year. That last game in Game 7, they lost that series totally because they were undersized.
Yeah.
They lost that
I ain't got
series
nothing to
totally because they were undersized, and Dallas does not suffer from that same problem with better guard play. And I think I think that's your overall issue with this in this series.
So you like Dallas?
Yeah, because I mean, to an extent, I know it's not that simple.
Mm-hmm.
If you just put, if I had a list right here, if you said Curry, Luca, and Cat, who gets it done? That cat gonna scare the shit out you.
Mm-hmm. But then,
So, and obviously, it's nowhere near that simple. But
right.
the pieces that Dallas got at that trade deadline, I like them. I like they match up with anybody.
No, I like them. I think it worked perfectly with what they had with Kyrie and Luca putting defenders who ain't scared and can shoot a little bit. I
Because
think that was
PJ carried them.
through the OKC series for sure.
Uh-huh.
That's what we was talking about with JC and them. We were saying the main guy is gonna be the main guys. This series is gonna be on the others. But I don't know because if you do your same list, we go Jaden McDaniels, PJ Washington.
Give me PJ. We just saw
I,
what PJ just did.
I don't know. I also saw what Jaden McDaniels did. Jaden McDaniels
Yeah,
definitely held his own. He what he
yeah,
had.
but
He had a
he
dub in the first half.
he played really well. But correct me if I'm wrong, weren't they just attacking Luka?
What? In the no,
They
no, no. His was all
okay,
threes. His was all catch and
okay,
shoot,
okay,
move
okay.
around,
But I
the
saw
ball get
PJ
rotated.
Washington carry them through us. I need to see it more than one game. I saw PJ Washington do that all last series.
And then, and then you saw him be pretty bad this game until the final moments. I say he did. He definitely hit the shots that
He-
needed to be hit, but he played. He played. He had a bad one last
I
night.
mean, he had a bad offensive game, offensive
Yeah,
night, yes.
of course. I think that's kind of what we start to chalk it up to after a while.
But his
Like
money don't come
putting the ball in the
for
basket.
pay. I mean, his money don't come for points. He did more than his part
Neither
to
do
get their
Jaden
ass to game
McDaniels,
seven.
and I feel like I don't know. I don't know what he can do. I think Jaden McDaniels too small for Luka too, and too slow for Curry. So I think him
Yeah,
scoring is the way because
everybody
he's gonna
damn near
play
too
decent
small.
defense. Yeah, he gonna play decent defense. He gonna play good defense regardless. But I think he has to score more to help. I think that's how he helps them more than his defense because they're gonna score. The niggas he's guarding is gonna score. So
Because I mean,
I
and
still like Minnesota.
also too, because I still feel like I don't even know if Minnesota would be OKC, bro. Because honestly, because what people aren't talking about for whatever reason, bro, OKC's perimeter defense is absolutely insane.
Yeah, Blue Dort.
They held Kyrie in check that whole series. Luka struggled bad early. Their perimeter defense is crazy, and Minnesota does not have the ability to make them punish. Doesn't have the same ability to punish them in the interior. Um, just due to the fact, like, bro, when Rudy Gobert get the ball, the nigga look like he don't. Bro, every time Rudy Gobert catch the ball, it look like that's his first time in his life ever catching the ball on
Yeah,
offense.
I swear, and I be trying to think about it because I always refer to like Shaq saying a basketball felt like a tennis ball. Would feel like what a tennis ball feel to people because his hands so big,
Right.
and I try to relate to that. And it's like, catching a tennis ball this fast would sometimes maybe be a little difficult, but not if I've been doing it so long. I'm pretty sure I eventually learn how to catch this motherfucker. And,
Then I go watch that French nigga named Victor Wembanyama, and I don't see him having none of them problems.
Yeah, no,
In
he be
fact,
dribbling. He be cooking.
he dribbled the ball better than some like.
No, he be
So
cooking.
I'm like,
No, 100%.
so.
Yeah,
But I think it'll be a good long series though. I think it's gonna be a really good series. It should be long. 7 if they don't. If Minnesota loses tonight, it doesn't go past 5. This will not be a Denver series.
What if it was like they fill out? What if this was Minnesota fill? I know that's not really what it was, but they ran out of gas. They shot terribly, and so that's more so. That's another reason I'm going with Minnesota too. Opposed of like the Ant thing, they two best players shot terribly. Like I don't know they
Right.
field goal percentage, but they shot 11 for 19 from the free throw line as a 10. Like Cat shot 9 out of 20 shots from 3-point.
Ant didn't play well game 7 neither though offensively.
No, Ant hasn't scored 20 points in 3 out of the last 4 or 2 out of the last 3 or something like that. So, but he's playing well-rounded games because he almost had triple double.
He plays defense.
He had 18, 11,
defense.
and 8. I think he almost had triple double.
Right.
So it's like you had a good floor game. But I say I'll take Minnesota because I don't want to say what could have went wrong, but like your two main guys didn't play that well. And granted, your role players played really well, but your two main guys didn't play well at all. Their main guys played really well, and their role players showed up in key moments, and they still only won the game by 3. We were still a possession away from, let's say, 2 possessions away from winning. You feel me?
I think some of that has to go. I think some of that has to go to game plan though. I think everything's not fatigue. Because you gotta think like to an extent, them role players niggas just play game 7 too. You know what I'm saying? So everything's not fatigue. Sometimes I feel like it's part of that is what Dallas went in there and implemented whatever they wanted to do. They went in there and did it. You know what I'm saying?
They went elbows and boxes. They went elbows and boxes. I said, what's it? Dallas went elbows and boxes. They went every time Ant-Man get the ball, we're gonna load up and we're gonna let Kyle Anderson shoot this 3. We're gonna let Nas Reed shoot this 3. Jaden McDaniel. We'll contest Jaden McDaniel's shot when he shoot it, but we'll still live with that too. That's more so how they was playing it. And I don't know. I can't. The role players did play Game 7, but they didn't exert the energy that these guys exerted. Like Cat had to guard Jokic because Rudy couldn't do it, and then Ant had to guard Jamal Murray, who just in their system run around a lot. You feel me? Is moving at all times. So.
Yeah. But see, Ant guarded Jamal Murray the second half of that game.
Yeah,
the
100%.
first half of that game was somebody else.
The first half of that game was, I think, Jaden McDaniels. He had 24 in the first half.
He busted his ass.
So I don't know. Are you exerting that much energy getting your ass bust? Like, I ain't trying. From a person you didn't like, I done got my ass bust. I say it, and I'm pretty sure you have to, just based off the people you done had to play against.
And I've been trying before too.
Yeah.
I done walked my ass off that court, tired as fuck, and just got my ass bust. Yes, I bet that's happened to me before. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I ain't got that defender spirit, because the moment you get to say you scored 24 first half, the moment you got to 10, I'm a little discouraged, and I'm not trying as hard. I just want to get mine back too, bro. I want to get mine back on that end.
See, Judah, you was always like, we hooped together. We hooped together when we was young, bro. You was never the defensive nigga. Like when I did Judah coming in, I knew you could shoot and you was about to be real smart. You knew how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I knew even on defense, you wasn't finna be like all over the place, but I knew you knew where to be.
Defender.
You was a team defender.
Because I can think. I'm not guarding nobody on this island.
I done got sent that niggas for 4 games, like having to run up and down the court, and I done got my ass bust. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, I say the only thing that relates to that slight story time, bro. We was everybody got to try out for varsity, but like we was trying out for varsity, nigga, and we was running them scrimmages after the weight room, and I'd always guard Jamie, bro. And I guard Jamie full court because I felt like I had a point to prove.
Right.
Bro, and like his thing was shooting. Like he could shoot, but he wasn't the best at shooting. Yeah. Nigga, every scrimmage, nigga, I got the same move. He gonna walk it down, then he gonna speed up at half, so to change the pace, and then he gonna come at me real hard because I'm gonna back up. Because like I said, I'm not on that island. We got on this island now. I wanted you to get a ball away. You didn't do it. So now we on this island. So I'm gonna back up a little bit, give you the jumper every time. Full speed, pull up, cash. Full speed, pull up, cash. I said, coach.
I didn't struggle to stay in front of him, but I struggled to bro. He was huge, bro. Like his arms and stuff. He was dipping his shoulder into me, so that was hitting me, and that take breath out of you. Like, bro, when somebody put their shoulder into your chest, like let's say if you just breathe once, you just breathe 3 times instead. Like it's like 3 times the breath you just took. Like that's why it's like a nigga hit you on your chest, he back you down a couple times. Ooh.
Yeah,
you a little tired, like you know what I'm saying. So
by the end of that, I ain't gonna lie, we had our little battle for about a week. By the end of that, I was like,
that was the end of that. I do think Minnesota wins
levels.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. If there was anything that varsity taught me, there are levels to this basketball shit. Let's enjoy it while we can, and let's get ready for the next part of our life.
Yep. I should have prepared a little more,
Indeed.
man. I left and started chasing it.
Yeah.
But I should have prepared for life a little more.
Oh no, the writing was on the wall for me. I made it, but Judah, I never one time ever after that practiced basketball outside of West Side practice. I knew what it was.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I swear to God, I put it on everything I love. I never ever. That's when people be like, "Oh, you didn't do this?" I said, "Brother, I don't give a shit." I said, "Bro, I went to practice. Outside of that, I was a regular Westlake student." What you talking about? Was I seeing what they was on? I was done.
Bro, I didn't even want that smoke. I said, I'm out. I said, I'm finna go be with the white people. Yeah. I'm finna go be with the fair skinned people. Yeah, I know they're gonna let me play.
No. Yeah. I didn't ask to go to this college junior high school. Okay.
I didn't know we were.
Yeah, bro, we would have beat. You know this, Judah. We would have won the SWAC my junior year in high school.
Yeah, probably. No.
Bro, we would have won the SWAC, bro.
More than likely.
You know what I'm saying?
If niggas was lifting like they was lifting, that would be the only difference. Is the strength aspect.
That would be it. That would be it.
Like literally, other than that, bro. I feel you. Yeah, we probably won the SWAC.
And you got to think, bro. That year you had Mike. Bro. We will probably be bigger than Southern. You had Mike. You had
Chuma,
Chuma. You had what's my African boy name?
Kelvin,
Uh,
Kelvin.
Kelvin. You
He,
still had Raekwon. You
yeah,
had
Quan.
Ronald.
Man, for the people, so the people that don't know, we got to like list heights. So Mike is seven what? 7'1",
I,
7 feet,
I would say 7 feet.
7 feet even. Let's go, Kelvin. He about what? Around the same, probably about
6'10".
6'10",
Yeah,
6'10".
I said about
Then
6'10".
you got Chuma, who's a big guard. Let's say that again,
Right.
big guard. He's 6'8".
Mr. Georgia, by the
Yeah,
way, in the state with Colin, Wendell, all of
yeah,
them. Mr. Georgia.
all of them. Georgia. So you got Chuma on there. He's 6'8", and then Quan is 6'6".
6'6".
Yeah, Quan 6'6". Then you
Ronald
got
6'6".
Ronald 6'6" and can jump out the. I'm talking about jump out the
Jim.
universe, nigga. Then you got Jamie, who's 6'2", 6'3". Then you got Danny, who and Swole. Then you got
Swole.
Danny, who's
You got
6'5",
6'4". Yeah.
6'4",
Then you got
6'5".
Chase.
Chase, who's 6'3",
Come on, bro. Like,
6'4".
come
This
on,
is
dude. Like,
this is the
it was
age people that.
ridiculous.
Yeah. This is not normal high school for a lot of
Yeah,
people.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, this
It
wasn't it
wasn't,
at
bro.
all.
But to get back to what you were saying and to get back a little bit more on topic, I do think if we're talking about tonight, though, I think Minnesota wins because they have to.
I feel.
So,
That man gonna come out and give a better effort, especially offensively. I think they hide him tonight. Not hide him, but use them in key moments the
yeah,
way
no,
they've
yeah,
been used.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I kind of need
Um,
you to exert some energy now
if he don't
versus
score 20 points tonight, they lost. He needs to be closer to 30 for them to win.
no 100%. I think he need to have 35. He need to be
Yeah.
closer to 40 because that kind of
Uh-huh.
cap out some Luka and Kyrie scoring unless one of them have a crazy night. That kind of cap out some of that. So if you got 35, Luka got 30, you're already 5 points up on Kyrie. Kyrie got 25. All right, Cat, can you give me 25? You know what I'm
20,
saying? Can you give me
yeah.
25? Even this out a little bit.
Right. I think they'll have to, and they're at home. So I think that they'll win. I think that they'll win tonight. And the series will pretty much go from there.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Let's wrap this one up. It's been a minute. You feel me,
Man,
y'all?
time just get to going when you kind of get to talking.
No, 100%, and we could do this all day. I know we could.
Literally, we can talk in circles.
We appreciate everybody that decided to join us today. You feel me? Y'all made it lit. I mean, I've been having I ain't gonna lie, you ain't been here, but I'm having a great time doing this specifically. Like not having to worry about going nowhere for real. This has been amazing. Shout out to JC for putting me onto this. Yeah, I've been having a blast. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Yeah, it's definitely been a great time for sure.
yeah, man. So we gonna one more. You really, really, really rock with us. You know what I'm saying? Because now that we got this, we will be dropping a
That
lot more. So
Oh yeah, for sure. And another thing is, I'm gonna have to get on a computer. I don't want to have this no more.
yeah, you do got the real thing going
Yeah,
on. It's
I
real
tried to turn
interesting.
it. I tried to turn it to try to like.
There you go. And you there. And you could have been there. Oh, you sick. Oh, you sick. You sick.
Judah, I did it earlier. But my lock. I just noticed my lock
Your lock
orientation was
thing
on,
was
so I
on.
just turned it off and tried it. Oh, we really good now though. We're really great now moving forward. So,
Yeah, okay. From
um,
now on, first time, man. First time it happens.
wow. Hey,
Um,
I'm Judah. I'm sick about that one, bro.
no, I
Because
see it.
honestly,
I see it on your face.
yeah, I'm sick about that one.
No,
So,
it's all good though. We'll get better as time goes on.
yes, sir. First time for everything. First time for everything, brother.
100%. I ain't gonna say the next time we do this. Hopefully, it's not the next time we do this, but after a few next times, you'll be all moved in.
Yeah.
Uh, yep. And after a few next times after that, so will I. So,
Right. Hopefully the
you know,
Oldsmobile be back. My car has been in the shop since last
oh
week. Well, it got
man,
there yesterday. It's been down since last week. They just told me it won't be ready for another 2 weeks. So your
so
boy is
yeah,
going through it right now. But
life
all
is
is well.
life in.
All is well because we did get episode in,
Uh-huh.
and I look forward to making this more of a habit moving forward. So
No, 100%. We gotta do this one more time, and I just had so much fun. if y'all rock with us.
I love
that.
I love that.
Here we out, folks.
All right, y'all.